I've had a few requests recently to do mold making and show how you make a mold in CAD. So we're going to take a simple project like this today. I'm going to draw the project, I'm going to draw the molds, show you how that's all done step by step. That way you can draw your own molds, print your own projects, and cast your own cool projects like this. Welcome to Timber West Design, where creative ideas are built to bring beauty and purpose to your space. So we start on the top plane, draw this 50 millimeter circle, 80 millimeters off center. We revolve that and we end up with this donut shape. So our next sketch, we are on the front plane, so it's in the middle of the part. We draw the base, then we extrude it, but we extrude it so it splits both ways. So it goes from the center out, front and back, symmetrical, like that. Then we add a fillet on this corner. We clean that up by adding a fillet on this edge. And then we need to create a plane. So I take a plane and we're going to sketch on it. So I have a top plane up here. We're going to go from the top. I'm going to draw that circle. So you can see that. It's on that plane above the donut. And then we're going to extrude down like so. So now you've got the stem. We're going to draw a circle on the top of that. And then we're going to do an extrude cut. We'll cut that out like so. Now it's hollow. Hollow only that deep though, it doesn't go all the way through. Then we're going to clean this up. We'll add a fillet on this bottom here. We'll add a fillet to the top, outside and inside. And we'll add a fillet inside of the pocket there. Okay, so now we're getting ready to make a mold. So the part's done. There's two ways I can do this. One, I can just cut it in half from the top. I can just draw a line through here and split it. What I end up doing, because I do this on other ways, and I'll explain in a minute, but I'm just going to cut it. I'm going to we'll edit that, but you'll see that's a 0.1 millimeter cut. What that's going to do is make two parts. So you look over here on this part, I have this part and I have this part. So it's essentially two parts. So we need one for now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to offset the surface. You're going to click the surface offset tool and I do the offset to 0. And I click all the surfaces that I want the mold to be. And then I thicken that to 5 millimeters. And then we've got the mold. Well, the start of the mold. So notice here that it's not all one plane essentially. You've got these little sections. When it thickens, it's not exactly flat. So I'm going to come back through and do that 0.1 millimeter cut again, and that'll clean that up. So now when I click on that face, it's all one plane, which is what I want. So now we take a sketch. So what I do on here, I want to do the use button up here, and I want to zoom in and I want to click this piece right here, right on that edge. And I'm going to use and I'm going to follow that all the way around. I'm going to click there, come in each part, click, and then I'm going to do an offset. So we use the offset button right here, the offset tool, and I do a 30 millimeter offset. This is chopped off here because it won't fit on my printer bed, so I have to chop it off. A fully contained loop, then we extrude that flange, and then we got a nice clean flange, just like so. It's going to be the bolt flange. We're going to mirror that, so we mirror that off of this plane right here, mirror, and then we're going to do another sketch because I want to bolt the inside. So I do, if you can see that okay. So we do the use function right here. For the inside edge, do a 30 mil offset, and I've got an inside flange. So it's pretty much the mold right there for that piece. Now I need a top flange up here. So we're going to do that. Let's edit that. I do the use button again, but I just clicked on that surface, this surface, do a 25 mil offset. The reason I did the 30 mil offset before is because I went from the inside and I want to have a 25 mil left over. So with a 5 mil wall thickness here, if I go on the inside, then I'm doing a 30 mil offset. So in this case, I'm doing a 25 millimeter offset, gives me that. And then we extrude that flange, and now we've got that. So our next step is we need some holes. So we're gonna sketch some holes in here. I purposely did just 1/2 of the holes, and we extrude cut to cut the holes out. Then we're gonna mirror that to the other side. Now we've got it on both sides. We need holes up in here I want 4 holes. They're 90 degrees, 45 degrees off of center. We extrude cut that, and we get the holes. So I'm gonna do this inner piece, and I have this split, and it's gonna cause a problem for that gap. So I need to fill that in. So I drew a filler there, and then I used the Boolean function to make that one piece. Now we're gonna do an offset surface again, but just on this inside, like so, where the light gray is. Then we're gonna thicken that. So now I've got a 5mm thickness. We need to put a flange on there. I'm gonna draw a flange. So I just did the U's on this outside edge and extrude that. Now I have 2 parts. They need to be together as one, so I use the Boolean function again, and now they're one. Let's go back to that. You noticed before I Boolean, so I have 4 parts here on this section. And when I do Boolean, it merges, and so that's 3 parts. Okay, we're getting close. I do the sketch for the other holes on the other side, extrude cut, and the mold is ready. So this is 3 pieces, 2 pieces, and then I do this section twice, which will make the 3rd piece, bolt it all together. We'll pour it on this side. So I'll drop the concrete in here, fills in, and this is ready to send to the printer. To export this into the slicer, we just come over to this piece right here, click export, make sure you have the name that you want, and click the export button, and then it'll go to your computer as a file that you can open up in Bamboo Slicer or whatever slicer you're going to use. I want to thank this week's sponsor, Pale Blue Batteries. You know, I like nice high-end flashlights, and you know what powers my flashlights? Pale Blue rechargeable batteries. What I like about them is I can take a power bank on the go. There's a USB-C port right on the battery. I can plug it in, charge on the go. Pale Blue batteries, they're awesome. I'm going to show you 3 ways that you could orient this thing for printing. So one is you put the flange down. The advantage of that is you got some good surface area touching the build plate. The disadvantage is you've got support in your mold surface. So that's not going to be as clean, but that could work. This is going to be a 10-hour print, almost 11 hours actually. So that's one way. The second way you could do it is just flip it the other way. So now the mold surface is up. It's going to be a much cleaner print that way for your molding surface, but you got a ton of support on there. So not loving this way, but it is a way you could do it. That's a 17-hour. Yeah, that's just a no-go. Not going to do it that way. Here's a third way you could orient the thing. So we're going to go off this flange, so not as good of bonding to the plate, but I think this will still work. You might have a few issues here for support. You could support it, but this doesn't matter really for your molding. So if it's a little rough on this edge, up in here, I think this will work. You might need some support here. You could support that. I think you're going to be fine up in here too. So this one, and this is like a 6-hour print to do it this way. So there you go. There's some options for printing. So there you have it, the finished product. If you want to see more of these type of demos, let me know in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe, and go to my website at timberwestdesign.com if you want to see some more mold files to download yourself and print and cast some cool projects. So we'll see you next time. And always remember, creativity is just a 3D print away.